And I'm curious how the writing process has evolved through these 3 albums.
I think we've just grown up. You know, that first album was an album of love songs, and we started writing it when we were 15, so we didn't have a ton of experience in love. And it was all about fantasies and kind of my expectations and my hopes and my observations in other people's relationships. And just over time, it was still very personal, but over time it's just become a lot more based off actual experiences, and it's been genuinely really cathartic to write it, and it helped me a lot, I think both of us. And it's just become a lot more collaborative as well. When we first started working, it was a lot easier for me and Romy to write very separately and come together and just collage, because it's hard to be in the same room, even with your best mate, and just kind of pour your heart out and just be like, this is what I'm going through. But that's what we've done on this record. We've sat in a room together and we've discussed, and we've worked with each other, for each other, and it's been great. But I think that's only come with just new gained confidence.
I can definitely tell the new gained confidence. I heard that you had a rule where you would each only sing the parts that you wrote, and that you kind of threw that rule out the window with this new album. Are there any other rules? Or
Yeah.
new rules?
We used to have a rule that everything we recorded had to be playable live, and that really influenced the way that people said our sound was simple and minimal, and we weren't kind of going for that aesthetic. It just sort of happened through the fact that, honestly, I couldn't play a really complicated guitar part, so we didn't record a really complicated guitar part, so it was more simple, and in terms of Jamie and what he could do. And then on this album, we kind of let go of that, and I think that was influenced by us working with Jamie on his album, because we were in the studio together with him, and we were making music that we never thought was going to be played live, because it's a dance album. And then we kind of loved how that was, where we were just like, okay, let's add that, put that, why not try it? And so on this album we kind of unconsciously carried that through, and it meant that Jamie has a lot more to do now. And we always,
Like, he doesn't have enough? How many freaking knobs are back? There's got to be 3,500 knobs that I can see.
This is half of what he normally has at this stage.
I
you
can only
believe that?
imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sold out show at the Aragon tonight. Who needs tickets? Guess what? We've got some for you. Sorry, everybody watching on Facebook Live. We don't have them for you, but we'll get to that in just a little bit.
Oh, cool.
This album was, as opposed to the first 2, also recorded in studios all around the world. Are there certain places that stick out to you as very influential on how it ended up?
Yeah, I think all the places we recorded in I can hear them on the album. It was our first time ever leaving London to record and to write. And what's going on?
I was trying to make me speak.
I'm just going to hand this over to Jamie now.
Yes! Hi, Jamie.
Hi. What was the question?
So, how this album has been different from the first 2, that you recorded it in studios all around the world. Those different locations, do they stick out to you particularly that have influenced the end product more?
Yeah, definitely. It was just the exact opposite experience to what we've done before. We'd always been in a dark room in London, and this time we were in like the desert, or in Iceland. But we also finished it in London, and it felt nice to bring it all back home at the end.